I had to wait until my eyes dried up because I was about to go live so I can read this real quick and get off of here. And I end up getting caught in front of like a little short on YouTube of a girl that was coming home from the military or the army or something. And I guess they was like, I guess it's a rule. I guess it's a rule that you can't move until your family member come up and touch you. So the girl was holding her own, like her mama, like whoever that was supposed to touch her family member, rather, I think it was her mom. And she's, don't touch her, don't touch her. She walked up on her with a camera, and she just standing there, and she telling her how proud she is of her, how she done, made her proud and the family proud and all of this stuff. And you know that tear that dropped from her eye was just, it made me cry. And I don't watch too many things and tear up and start crying, but that tear that fell from her eye, it got me. It hit me deep. So let's get into what I'm about to read. Um, but that tear, yeah, I had to wait to come on live for a second after I watched that. I said, dang, that really hit me deep up in there. Yeah, no, got the nose running. Almost put the ugly cry on there. But I'm gonna read the first apostle of Peter, and I'm gonna read what is this? First Peter 2:25. I believe I would just, no, I don't know if I should say chapter 13 or verse 13. I don't know. I'm learning. But it says submission to the government. Now I'm going to go ahead and revamp and say this is only for the chosen ones, those who are chosen by God, that is specially touched by God. You know who you are. Everybody else ain't going to feel this. Everybody else ain't going to understand this. Everybody else is going to debate this in the wrong way because you're not the chosen one. So let's keep that in mind. By the way, if any chosen ones are coming across my channel, do me a favor and hit a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Like I said, if you consider yourself a chosen one, give me a thumbs up. If I find your channel, I'll give you a thumbs up too. Um, so said what time there? It's 2:11 here. It's 2:11 in afternoon, in the evening. Hi. But I'm about to read first the first apostle of Peter. I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm gonna be on here for a few seconds. Like I said, if you're a chosen one, push a thumbs up because we all support each other. If I find your channel, I most definitely do the same for you. But I'm gonna read the first apostle of Peter, and I'm gonna get off of here. It's the submission to the government. Now I'm reading the King James version of this. Yeah, right there. If you can see that, I don't know if it gets blurry or not when I turn the thing around, but I'm gonna read the submission to the government. Now, this is for the chosen people, trying to explain to us that we have to submit to the government's authority, regardless on how we feel. And the passage explains why we should submit to the government's authority. Therefore, submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake, whether to the king as supreme, or to the governors as to those who are sent by him for the punishment of the evildoers, and for the praise of those who do good, which is us, chosen. We do good. So you have to understand why we do need the government on our team. So we can't close the government out, or we won't have no protection for our fleshful bodies, because the evildoers are going to go against the government, of course. So if you're a chosen one and you feel like you've been going against the government, like I have for a long time, this passage in the Bible in the first apostle of Peter, 2:25, verse 13. the submission to the government. If you got a King James Bible, I don't know what the internet will pull up, because as you see, I am reading it directly out of the Bible right now. So it says, like I said, I'm going to start over. Therefore, submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake, whether to the kings as supreme, or to governors as to those who are sent by him for the punishment of the evildoers, and for the praise of those who do good. For this is the will of God, that by doing good you may put to silence the ignorance of foolish men. As free, yet not using liberty as a cloak for, hold on, cloak for vice, but as bond servants of God. You hear that? Bond servants of God. Honor all people. Love the brethren. Look, go back. Love the brotherhood. Fear God. Honor the king. So, as I already said, I just told you what I picked up out of that. I feel like as chosen people, we are supposed to respect the government, because the government is who's going to protect our physical flesh against all of these family members and evildoers, the people that come up against us. We don't have no protection in the flesh if we don't want our government in place. So let's not be subjected to the evildoers' ways of thinking when it comes to them turning us against the government. We already know that we done had a hard time, but everybody done had a hard time. And for us as chosen ones, we got to recognize that, you know, our hard time is going to pay off, and the Lord is giving us our gift. So for those who are material wise and they living in the devil's world, and the devil done already gave them their physical gifts that they worship and that they admire. So, hey, that's what I read on that. I'm going to read one more, which is the submission to masters. Now, this one came to me like it hit me deep. But when I read it, I'm sitting here like I have watched plenty of debates of Israelites and all them people on the streets and different things. And this right here brought to me like some I don't necessarily think I'm wrong about the way I'm comprehending this, the way that I'm understanding this passage. It to me, it tells me that all of us done been slaves, and it brings me to not. I don't never want to to take away value from my own um nationality. Would I say? Uh, but there's a lot of people with brown skin that don't consider themselves black. So let's just do the Lisa Nichols motivational what should I call it, quote, when Lisa Nichols say comparison is the thief of all joy. So when I read this one, I want you to keep in mind that comparison is the thief of all joy. So to compare one slave trade to another slave trade, comparison is the thief of all joy. So that is what it is. Submission to the masters. Servants, be submissive to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and Gentiles. Hold on. Not only to the good and gentle, but also to the harsh. For this is commendable, if because of I gotta push pause for a second. It sounds like somebody is in my basement. Okay. I had to go check my basement. It said, please say hi back, Mr. I did say hi back. He said, dang you basketball people. Basketball. I don't play basketball. Chill out. Anyways. Well, my daughter say to somebody like you making my booty itch. So stop talking negative. Cause you gonna make my booty itch. My bad. I had to make sure my internet connection was right. I had to make sure my internet connection was right. Thank you. That's nice words of you. Regional. Is that your name? Reginald? Mr. Ross. Okay, look, I'm gonna read this and get off here. I don't know why it's a video that popped up and it's the uh I think John. And I want to watch it because it's a movie. And I didn't know that it was a full movie on YouTube about the first apostle of John or any apostle. So a lot of movies came up and I want to watch them. So I'm gonna put the studying away because I've been studying all morning and I'm gonna watch some movies that is based on the Bible. And that's gonna be real fun for me. So I'm gonna read this over again because I had to pause in the midst of it to check the basement and to fix my internet. So like I said, the submission of the submission, why I keep putting the on it? Don't have the in the words. Submission of submission to masters. This is First Peter 2:5 verse 18. Servants, be submissive to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the harsh. For this is commendable if because of coincides towards God one endure grief, suffering wrongfully. For what credit is it if when you are beaten for your faults, you take it patiently? And that's with a question mark after patiently. But when you do good and suffer, if you take it patiently, this is commendable before God. For to this you were called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example that you should follow his steps. Who committed sin, who committed no sin, nor was deceit found in his mouth. Who, when he was revealed, did not reveal in return. When he suffered, he did not threaten, but committed himself to him who judges righteously, who himself bore our sins in his own body on the tree. On the tree. Oh my God. That just hits too deep. Ah, I didn't read this far last night. Hold on now. It's just hitting me a little deeper. Okay. About who stripes. Wait. I gotta go back. Who himself bore our sins in his own body on the tree, that we, having died to sins, might live for righteousness, by whose stripes you were healed. By Jesus' stripes we were healed. Mm. For you were like sheep going astray, but have now returned to the shepherd and overseer of your souls. Mm, mm, mm. And there we have a period. Press a thumbs up, press a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't to already. Thank you, thank you. I'm about to take a break on studying and continue studying through watching the movies that's based on the Bible as well. Have a good day. Bye, bye, bye.